How to cite a site. How do I cite different types of online sources? Think about some books, magazines, newspapers, and websites you have used for research papers and projects. These are your sources of information. A source is where something comes from. For example, a piece of information. Why would someone reading your paper want to know what sources you used? To make sure what you wrote is true? To make sure you got your information from a trustworthy source? In case they are interested in finding out more about the subject. How do people reading your report figure out what sources you used? People can look at the sources listed in the report's bibliography. A bibliography is a list of the sources used for a report or other research project, including books, articles, videos, and websites. Remember, a citation is key information about a source used for a report or other research project, including its author, title, publisher, and date of publication. A bibliography is a key part of any research project. It's the part that tells others which sources you use to gather the information used in the project and allows others to decide for themselves whether those sources are trustworthy. Listing a source's citation in the bibliography not only helps people locate that source elsewhere, but it's also a sign of respect. The citation often includes the author, title, and the date that the source was published. Bibliographies are a collection of cited sources. They should include all of the sources that you've used to help you write your report. Online sources as well as printed ones like books and newspapers should be included. Different sources lend themselves to different types of citations. For example, a citation for a website would require different information in a different format than a citation for a book. Let's first take a look at an online news article about Mount Rainier. First, we will need to locate the author of this article. The author of this article is Sandy Doughton. When writing your citation, you will need to put the author's last name first, then a comma, and then their first name, followed by a period. Second, you will need to find the article title. The article title of this article is Mount Rainier's Melting Glaciers Create Hazard. You will then add this information into your citation. The article title needs to be in quotation marks and also have a period following. In step 3, we will need to locate the website's title. The website title for this article is Los Angeles Times. You will need to add the website title to the citation, italicize it, and add a period at the end. For the fourth step, we will need to locate the publisher of the website. The publisher of this website is the Los Angeles Times. Sometimes the title of the website and the publisher are the same, like in this example. You will need to add the publisher of the website into your citation, and then add a comma at the end. For the fifth step, we will find the date that this article was published. This article was published January 31st, 2010. You will need to add the date the article was published into the citation. The date comes first, then the abbreviated month, a period, the year, and then another period. For the next step, you will add web and a period to the citation. This means the article was on the internet and not out of a newspaper. Then, for the following step, you will add the date that you read the article on the internet. Just like the publication date, the date comes first, then the abbreviated month, followed by a period, and then the year, followed by a period. And then, finally, we will find the website's address. This is located at the top of the web page. Now we can add the website's address to our citation. The website's address should be surrounded by brackets. And finally, the very last period. Our citation is complete, and now it can be added to our bibliography. How would we cite a book to add to our bibliography? The book that we will be citing is called Day Hike, Mount Rainier. First, we will need to locate the author. To find an author of a book, look on the title page. The author of this book is Ron C. Judd. When writing your citation, you will need to put the author's last name first, followed by a comma, their first name, and their middle initial, followed by a period. Next, we will locate the title of the book. We can find that on the title page too. The title of this book is Day Hike, Mount Rainier. You will need to add the title into your citation. After you add the title, italicize it, and then add a period. Next, we will need to find out where the book was published. We will look at the copyright page. This book was published in Seattle. You will need to add the publication city, followed by a colon, to the citation. Next, we will need to find the publisher on the copyright page. The publisher of this book is Sasquatch. You will need to add the publisher of the book into your citation, followed by a comma. Next, we will need to locate the year that the book was published, or the copyright date. This book was published in 2014. You will need to add the copyright date to the citation, and then add a period. Finally, since your source is a book, you will need to add the word print to your citation, followed by a period. Let's review. A source is where something comes from. For example, a piece of information. A citation is key information about a source used for a report or other research project, including its author, title, publisher, and date of publication. A bibliography is a list of the sources used for a report or other research project, including books, articles, videos, and websites. Update means to change or add new information to something to make it more current. For example, a website. Why include a bibliography in a report or research project? Why is it better to record your citations as you do your research rather than wait until the report is finished? What kinds of information should be included in a citation of an online source?